Would the RNC be better off with Sarah Palin in charge? Conservative bloggers are buzzing about the possibility of Palin replacing current chairman Michael Steele. They say the GOP desperately needs her, which I find hilarious. Steele's latest gaffe, saying the war in Afghanistan was, quote, of Obama's choosing, while suggesting it may not be winnable, is just the latest in a string of gaffes that have many Republicans questioning his leadership ability. Ari, would they be just trading in one clown for another? Would you be happier with Sarah Palin as the head of the RNC? Would that give you more to pick from?
I think liberals should worry a lot more about Sarah Palin than Michael Steele. She's shown herself to be a force, whereas he's shown himself to be very gaffe-prone. The difference, people might say, well,
Palin is not
don't they
gaffe-prone?
both misspeak? And the difference is Michael Steele never gets anything for his gaffes. He upsets his base and has everyone else shaking their head. Sarah Palin does things that are widely contested. You know, one sort of liberal blogger might look and say that's a gaffe, and conservative bloggers who are agitating for her to take over love what she's doing. So while she's polarizing, she does it in a way that's mobilizing. I think she could be powerful in the midterms, but obviously she's unlikely to do this because it would cut into her income, and that, we've seen, has been her core priority.
Matt, how about that? It seemed to us that she left the governor's position because she wasn't making enough money. Now she's making serious bank. What leads anybody to believe that she'd give that up to run the RNC for such little money?
I don't think she would. I think you're right. It's a trade down in terms of money and prestige, probably. But look, I think ultimately, at the end of the day, the truth is that neither she nor Michael Steele are cut out for this job. It's important in life to know what your limitations are, what you're good at, and what you're bad at. And I think that Michael Steele and Sarah Palin are both charismatic figures, and they're very good at certain things. But leading the RNC is not one of them. The RNC needs someone like Haley Barbour, basically a behind-the-scenes shrewd operator who doesn't want to be on TV all the time, but who can raise money, pull the strings, and get things done. So I think Palin is exactly wrong for that job. Bring in Haley Barbour.
Yeah, if you want to be on TV all the time, like, there's something wrong with you, you know?
Yeah, I mean, it's
well, the
it's
other
ridiculous.
thing they're not good at, unfortunately, is speaking. So that's gotten both of them into trouble. But we got to wrap it up here, guys. Ari, Matt, thanks for mixing it up today.
Thank you.
Thank you.